Hi, everybody, and welcome to The Courageous Chick, where we talk all things personal development, self growth, self love, health and wellness, and overall lifestyle stuff. So, I'm Shakia Mayer. Let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to talk today about mental health. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a licensed mental health counselor, and so I pretty much talk mental health all the time, all day long. But I wanted to share some things with you all. So, for those of you who may not be as familiar, or you're not as familiar with mental health or this particular area. When I say mental health, you might think about a mental illness. And so I wanted to just clarify. We all have mental health, but we don't all have a mental health issue or a mental health concern. And so it's our responsibility to make sure that we are taking care of our mental health. So the same way a person, or the same way we all have physical health, right? We all have things that we want to take care of, we do in order to take care of our physical body. We also have things that we want to do to take care of our mental health. Okay, so 5 ways to take care of your mental health. Now, the first one is kind of a 2-for-1 special. It is, you want to, making sure that you get enough sleep and that you are eating. Hopefully you're eating well, but before we even get to the well part, we got to make sure that we're eating. So for those of you who are always on the go, you are going after your goals, going after your dreams, you got schedules and agenda and meetings and lists and sometimes we don't get not nearly enough sleep, and we also may forget to eat, which is something we don't want to make a habit of, right? Because we know that food nourishes our body. So you want to make sure that as busy as you are, right, as amazing as you are, as you go out there and you are conquering your life, conquering the world, that you remember to eat, okay? Remember to eat. And then you also want to remember to eat, to have a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle. But you also have to remember to sleep. Now, if you find yourself having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, that's something that you want to look into. It could be that because of everything that's going on, you are feeling anxious at night, and so it's harder for you to rest. It could be that you are excited about something that's about to happen, a number of things. And so you want to make sure that you get you a nighttime routine so that you can fall asleep and stay asleep. That's really important. The second thing is to check in with yourself. How do you feel? What emotions come up for you? What thoughts come up for you? What thoughts have been coming up more than once, right? What's something that you just can't stop thinking about? What is something that is maybe frustrating you or annoying you? Different things like that. You want to make sure you are checking in with yourself, because when you check in with yourself, then you can also care for your emotions, right? You can also make sure that you are well, that you're doing okay. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying that you will never be angry or frustrated or hurt. That's a part of the human experience, right? It's a part of life. But what I am saying is the severity and the frequency of feeling those emotions don't have to be maybe as often or as much as you experience them, if that's something that you notice. So you want to make sure you're checking in with yourself, making those little connections. Oh, you know what? I feel like I'm irritable today, but I also realize I didn't get enough sleep. It always goes hand in hand. So think about some of those things. Make sure you're checking in with yourself, and as you are checking in with yourself, that you are also caring for yourself, caring for your emotions. And so those are moments that you can definitely practice self-care. Number 3 is be truthful with yourself. Ooh. I was doing this Reiki session, and that came up a lot. Trust, right? Trust and truth. And it's definitely part of healing. And maybe I'll do a separate video on that. But you want to make sure you are trusting yourself, Okay, so trusting your instincts, your gut reactions, making sure you trust your ideas, making sure you trust you enough to go after the goal, to challenge yourself, right? To move a step further along, right? To move into your next phase. You gotta trust yourself, okay? And then you also have to be truthful with yourself. So don't keep ignoring things that keep coming up and you know you need to address, but you just keep pushing it off. Don't keep allowing people to stay in your life that you no longer want in your life for different reasons. That's about trusting yourself as well, right? Trusting your instinct and being truthful with yourself, not allowing things to continue that you don't want to continue any longer. So trust yourself and be truthful with yourself. Again, that means you're gonna have to tap inward, look inside, go inward, and really assess what's going on for you. Where's the lie, right? What's going on for you and what is maybe not connecting as much. Maybe you want to do one thing, but you keep doing another. Well, that's not being truthful with yourself. You keep going along this same path that is no longer serving you, or going along this same path that you feel you should do because it's an expectation, it's expected of you. Well, that's not being very truthful with yourself. So tap in, go inward, and be trusting and truthful with yourself. Number 4, let it out. If there is something going on with you, if you feel irritable, upset, don't hold it in. Don't hold it in and don't wait until you get all the way up here and now you've reached your limit and now it's overflow. Because when that happens, that's when the explosion happens. That's when the boom happens, okay? And then sometimes it's like it takes a little longer to come down from that. But if you are truthful, right? Truthful about what's going on and you are checking in with yourself and you're aware of what's going on, then you're able to now let it out. So that might mean crying. Maybe you want to spend a few minutes crying, about 5 minutes crying, right? Letting it out. Crying can be cathartic. Or maybe it's talking to somebody, talking with a friend or a professional about what's going on. Or maybe you have a conflict with somebody and it's like eating you up inside. Talk to them about it. And there are steps you can take to help prepare yourself to be able to have that conversation. But maybe that's something that you need to do. So let it out. Let it out. Don't wait until it gets to that breaking point, okay? Don't wait, that the saying, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Let's not have it get there. It doesn't have to get there. So let it out. It's just about how you let it out. I'm not saying go yell, scream at another person or just walk around and scream every single moment. Sometimes you might have to scream, so scream, let it out, and now start to move forward, okay? You want to obviously be respectful and compassionate to other people and also to yourself. So let it out. And finally, number 5, you want to take a mental health moment, take a mental health minute. So maybe unplugging, taking a step back, taking a break for a few minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes throughout the day, and just really give yourself time to breathe. And you might literally want to breathe, practice breathing exercises that can help with some of the anxious thoughts that you experience, which also can help you to fall asleep at night too, practicing breathing exercises. So you want to breathe, you want to slow down, you want to pace yourself, you want to practice self-care, and you can do those things as you take those mental health minutes. You ever heard of taking a mental health day at work where it's just like so much going on at work and you're so busy and maybe the relationship you have with your supervisors or your coworkers isn't what you would want to have, and you're like, I need a minute, like I gotta take a break. Take a break. And listen, I'll let you in on a secret. I will build in my mental health days, okay? I will build in mental health days because I'm like, you know what? I know that the month of February is going to be a busy month, so let me make sure I take a day. So if you are able to try and take a mental health day. If you can't take a full mental health day, make sure you are definitely taking those mental health moments throughout your day so that you can regroup, collect yourself, breathe, and then move forward. All right, so Those are the five ways to take care of your mental health. So 5 tips to take care of your mental health. If you have any questions about them, or if there's something that you do to practice good mental health, positive mental health, feel free to let me know on this video in the comments. And if there are other things that you are interested in learning more about, something I said and you're like, and you have questions, again, I love a sense of community and conversation. So let me know. Ask me and I will do my best to answer. So that's all I have today. As I said, if this is a topic that interests you, I'm definitely going to be talking about mental health and different aspects of mental health and future videos, because as I said, it's part of my life and I love talking to people about it and educating, because it's so important. I think oftentimes we forget that aspect. We forget to take care of our mental health, and we can't forget it. It's vital. As I said before, the same way you would take care of your physical body is the same way you want to take care of your mental health as well, your mental well-being as well. So that's all I have for you today. I want you all to take care of yourself and have a courageous day. I will talk to you all real soon. Bye.